I'm going to show you 3 different wedging techniques: the potter's most popular ram's head, the spiral, and the stack and slam. Which one do you think is best? I'll be sharing the surprising results with you later in this video. Hi, Marie here at Pottery Crafters, giving you tips, tools, and techniques to help you make beautiful pottery. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Wedging has to be the least liked but most important part of playing with clay. Whether by hand or machine, it has to be done. There are a few things you'll want to do before you start to wedge. You'll need something to wedge on that your clay won't stick to. You can wedge on wood. I have wood here, or wood covered with canvas. Also, clay doesn't stick to plaster, masonite, concrete, or granite. You'll also want to weigh out your clay. This is a good habit to get into because it's good to know how much clay you need for the items that you'll be making. Also, it gives you a good feel for the weight of the clay. When learning how to wedge, you should start with 1 to 3 pounds of clay, not too small or not too large. Whatever fits most comfortable in your hands until you get the hang of it. I'll be using 3 pounds for this video. Let's get wedging. When starting the ram's head, you want to form your clay into a rectangle or square. Place your thumbs and lower part of your palms on top of the clay. Wrap your fingers gently around the clay. Don't squeeze your fingers into it. As you're pressing on the clay, you want to press in as you're pushing the clay down and out towards the wall. Bring the top towards you by moving your hands to the top and placing the lower tip or chin of the ram's head on the board, and press in, down, and out towards the wall. In, down, and out towards the wall. Bring it back up to the chin, in, down, out towards the wall. The palms of your hands are putting most of the pressure on the clay. Your fingers are only guiding and lifting the clay. Notice how I'm pushing the clay in and not folding the clay over. This would create air pockets instead of getting them out. Make sure you're not pushing down too hard. You don't want your ram's head to look like it's been hit by a car. You also don't want your hands to be too far apart. Your clay will start to spread out too far and look like this. Make sure you're pushing at least 1/8 of the ram's horns inward. In, down, and out towards the wall. You want to get a good rhythm as you're pushing in, down, and away. Pulling back up, going in, down, and away. This gets the large and small lumps out and also helps the clay particles or platelets align with each other, giving the clay more flexibility. When you're finished wedging, just roll the ram's nose around like this. And pat the horns in and on the sides so you don't get air trapped as you're pressing your clay together. Now, pat your clay into a ball And now you're ready to center on the wheel. And I have a video on 11 problems beginners run into while centering and easy ways to fix them. I took half of my clay and mixed it with the evergreen mason stain. Let's see how long it takes and how many wedges it takes to completely blend the two together with the ram's head wedge. I'll be cutting it open every 20th wedge. The spiral is another wedging technique. The spiral can be a little trickier, but still easy to learn. This method is similar to the ram's head by both creating a swirl pattern. You can wedge clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm going to wedge counterclockwise. You want to start out by placing your thumbs together in the butterfly position and placing your hands on top of the clay, which starts out triangle or square, and press down, moving your palms in the counterclockwise direction. Lifting up, going left to my left and turning it 15 degrees, moving your hands over at least an inch or more, and then push it down again, going counterclockwise. Lifting back up to my left, moving my hands over to the left at least an inch, and then pushing down again, moving your hands this way. Coming back up again and going back down. See how I'm pushing? I leave an indentation here. As I'm lifting up, I want to move my palms over at least an inch. Come back up, rotate, only about 15 degrees counterclockwise, and then push down again. Come back up, rotate, 15 degrees, push back down again. This gives your clay even moisture and uniform consistency throughout, making your clay more malleable, workable. Also gets rid of the air pockets. If you're doing it correctly, you'll know fairly quickly because your clay will have a spiral shape that looks like a shell. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes pretty easy to do. And with practice, before you know it, the spiral wedge will become automatic. Now let's see how long it takes for the spiral wedge to completely blend the two colors together, cutting every 20th wedge. The stack and slam wire wedging. This method is one of the easiest and also good at compressing the clay, which reduces the risk of your pottery cracking. Take your wire, cut your clay in half, stack your clay in your hand, and slam it down on the table. You want to continue to do this about 5 to 7 times, turning the clay each time. When it's in a rectangle shape, cut it again, stack it, and slam it again. You want to do this about 20 times. That's how easy the stack and slam is. Now we're going to try and blend the two colors together with the stack and slam and see how many wire cuts it takes for it to totally blend together. I'll stop at every 5. After blending the two colors together with each wedging technique, I was surprised by the results. The ram's head took a little over 6 minutes and 200 wedges. The spiral wedge took less than 4 minutes and only 100 wedges. The stack and slam took a little over 6 minutes, 25 slices, and around 140 slams. Keep in mind, you will only need to wedge thoroughly like this for recycled clay or mixing mason stains and other types of colorants into your clay. Fresh clay right out of the bag only needs to be wedged about 30 to 40 times, and the stack and slam about 15 slices. I recycle a lot, so it looks like I'll be doing the spiral wedge from now on. Which wedge do you like the best? Which wedge are you going to choose? It's amazing how clay is taken from the earth and brought into our lives in so many different ways, from practical, everyday uses to stunning pieces of art. And it all begins with wedging. If you have any recommendations or any other tips or ideas for future videos, please feel free to post those in the comments section below. Some of the best tips and feedback come from you. Also in the comments section are more show notes and resources. Click here to go to my other video about 11 problems centering and easy ways to fix them. Also, click here for other pottery making videos. And keep making that beautiful pottery.